Hello everybody and welcome to my 15th Excel 2010 VBA tutorial. And this tutorial is going to show you how to use nested if statements. So let's just go back into the code we were using in the last tutorial. So what I want it to do now is, rather than just saying they got it wrong, I want them to give them some kind of indication of whether or not they were got underguessed or overguessed. So to do this, we're going to use another if statement, and then we're going to embed it within the previous if statement. So it's quite a simple concept. So instead of having a message box, sorry you've got it wrong, let's get rid of that. What we want to do in here is we want to put in another test criteria to test whether or not their guess was lower or higher. We don't want it to be in the else side, because if they got it right, then we don't want to tell them it's lower or higher. So this is the point of a nested if statement, is this test is only going to run if the first test is true. So let's put in another if, and it's just the same as before, you just exactly the same syntax. The only difference is it's embedded within another if statement itself. So if, and then we want to test if their guess is less than, or well, if their guess is greater than my age, then, and then we want to put another else in, and then end if. Let's just set up our code block like that, and then we want to put the tabs in again. So tab it in again with the ifs, and then you just know, okay, this is this code block, this is this code block, and then this is this code block. So if their guess is greater than my age, then message box, how rude. I'm not that old. And the else will be when the guess isn't older than my age, so they've guessed that I'm too young, and how flattering. But I'm a bit older. Right, so if we run this now, what it's going to do is it's going to test whether or not my age is different to guess. If it is different to guess, it's then going to do one of two things, depending on whether their guess was higher or lower than my age. And then at the end here, at the other side of the first if statement, it's going to go, congrats, you guessed it. And then I'm just going to get rid of this one at the bottom, because we don't need that anymore. So the code will run whatever, we know that code's going to run whatever. So let's just press play. So guess my age, 28. How rude, I'm not that old. So you can see then it's coming out with the older one, and it's not running the younger one, and it's not running the congratulations, you guessed it. Let's guess young, let's guess that I'm 8. How flattering. I don't think I'd be that flattered if someone guessed I was 8. And then let's just test that it's still working if we guess it right. So let's put it in 24 and say congrats, you guessed it. Excellent. So that's how you'd use a nested if statement. If you wanted to go even further and put extra if statements in, then you can go as deep as you like. Just bear in mind that if you keep doing enough of them, it's going to get quite complicated, and if you're going more than kind of like 10 or 20, then there's probably going to be a better way if you're doing it, which I'll come on to in later tutorials. So thanks for listening. If you're enjoying these tutorials, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to catch you in the next tutorial.